Hi, welcome to my channel, The Divine Storm 369. Thank you for joining me. And this reading is going to be focused on some of the astrology for February and really kind of the first week of February. Okay, so this is the second time I've started this video and this reading. These two cards came out naturally. Okay, I can actually clip that if you guys, want to see that. But, yeah, these cards came out naturally. I had to restart the video, you guys, but let's go ahead and get started. So in the beginning of February, we have a very disruptive energy coming in with Venus and Uranus. Okay, they're trining. And so it feels like there's a lot of blockages. Okay, there is a need to not bring up the past and really focus on the future. Okay, there's a need to really live in the moment and focus on the now in order to get through this energy. So right now is not a good time to start any new plans or to make any major decisions in regards to career, finances, moves for the beginning of February. Okay, so in regards to relationships, there's this energy of just the subconscious urge and desire to disrupt. Okay, so this could be wanting to disrupt plans, desires, goals. So I feel like for a lot of you collectively, you might be feeling like you're having a lot of disruptions in your relationships, in your what you really want. Especially in your plans. So anything that is being planned right now is likely to be disrupted with this Uranus energy coming in. But what you actually don't realize is that it's working in your favor. You just don't know it yet because it is a trine. It is positive energy. Okay. And I do feel like in relationships, this is awkward energy. This is kind of not really knowing how to express yourself. In relationships, people are going to have a tendency to really bring up the past, okay, and disrupt the present moment. So that's another reason why it's really important to focus on the now, to try to live in the moment, especially at the very beginning of February. But any disruptions that you have experienced has worked in your favor because actually, if you were able to accomplish the goals and the desires and the plans that you've been wanting to right now, if it would happen to you, there is a good possibility that that could be disrupted very quickly with this energy. So any stalling, delays, obstacles you have in front of you is actually working in your favor because of that. Okay, so moving forward, we also have Mars and Jupiter coming in with this very overly protective energy, and it's actually reactionary. Okay, so this is not something that has been thought out or thought through, and you can look at this collectively and also individually in your own life, in your own relationships, because this is astrology. Okay. So yeah, we have this need to protect, this need to even censor, right? And it's very smothering, like this very smothering, restrictive energy. And we have Sun joining up with Saturn, which makes it stubborn. Okay, so a very stubborn energy, and it becomes too protective. It becomes too restricted. And the more you give, the more you kind of feel smothered. The more you keep going forward, you kind of just feel like it's too much. So there can be a very overwhelming energy, but this is the energy of being too sheltered, too protective, and just the inherent need to break away. It's like a sheltered child, that hasn't really experienced the world or the way that the world works, or a sheltered child who has never really had the experience to be out in the world and develop their own view of the world and the way that it works. So this is that type of restrictive and sheltered energy that is very reactionary. It is not thought through. And this definitely could be due to relationships too. So you could definitely be feeling that. And this is another reason why it's like time apart is really best during this time, because the more you try to give, the more you will be kind of smothered in this energy and restricted. Okay. So, wanting to be sheltered and in a very quick and reactionary way. And this is the type of energy of it's for your own good. It's for the best of you, or it's for the best of the whole, right? But it's too protected, and it's actually sheltering people to where they're not developing their own view, right, of the world, in their relationships. And this is really a time where people can become confused in relationships. Okay. So for this energy, these are the cards that came out. We got Ascendant, Outlook, and then we also have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So again, with the Eight of Pentacles, it is really just clarifying that very disruptive energy. All right. And that any work that's being put in, such as trying to protect, becomes overprotectiveness, and it kind of makes it meaningless or pointless, or it does more damage than it was meant to do good, right? And I'm also seeing that a lot of people's worldview and outlook, okay, is being disrupted right now or changed with this energy. Also, we have expression here with Ascendant. So this could be restricted in worldview, right? Or restricted in your expression, not allowing people to express themselves the way they want, or disrupting expression, okay? So we also have attitude, disruptive attitudes, outbursts, as well. Point of views being disrupted, changing their point of view, changing their outlook. Okay. So a lot of this, and also a lot of changing your approach to situations, especially in regards to work, finances. A lot of people might be changing their worldview or their outlook on work and what it means to work, what you're getting out of it. Changing your outlook and your worldview on finances. A lot of those things being disrupted, or the way that you have seen finances, money, or work, the way that you've been looking at it being disrupted. And it can be a very quick energy with Mars. So this could happen very abruptly. Okay, so very interesting energy. Excuse me. I'm going to have to get a drink here. But yeah, let's continue. Okay, so yeah, in order to navigate through this energy, and this energy is really, really going to be taking effect up until, I would say, the 7th. So the first 7 to 8 days, I would say, of February is this energy. So ways we can navigate it. First of all, live in the now. Focus on the present moment. Focus on what you're meant to focus on right now. Okay, don't try not to focus too much on the future or the past. Okay, because the past is going to bring up disruption. And again, this is to help navigate this energy. Realize that a lot of things right now in regards to worldview, in regards to the way you see work, finances, wellness as well, with Ascendant here, body images, all of these things, the way you express yourself are changing, I feel, with the Ascendant here on a world scale or a global scale. Okay, so we see a lot of shifts, okay, with this awakening card. And again, it's like that energy of finally waking up and realize you've been way too sheltered in your life, but only this is like happening on a collective level with the astrology. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing here. And that actually all of that sheltering works against you. It doesn't work for you. So these disruptions are actually a good thing, right? Okay, so moving into the end of the week, all right, we have Mars and Uranus. So Uranus meets up with Venus in the beginning of the month, in the week, and then at the end of the week, Uranus is meeting up with Mars. So when Uranus meets up with Mars, there's going to be this desire, this urge to just break free of restriction. And, you know, there could be a reactionary energy that has to do with that. Okay. So acting out, breaking free of this sheltering energy, right? This overly protective, restricted, and stubborn energy, and really seeking independence, especially in regards to finances, work, worldview, just all of that being disrupted, I feel, this week in some way. And really, really wanting to do things your own way, right? Because you've realized that being overly protected has not been working, or being restricted in that overly protective way has not been working. So really wanting to break free from that. And oh, it's so funny. Some of the words that I got, I wrote this report like 2 weeks ago. I put drive for freedom. That's funny. I found my report, you guys, that I thought I threw away. So yeah, just a drive and ambition for independence, for freedom, for developing your own worldview and outlook, and wanting to explore. Okay, so it's like that sheltered child we talked about before, finally going out in the world and seeing how beautiful it is and fascinating it is, and wanting to explore all these different elements and avenues that you were restricted on before. So this is a great time for social connections through electronics, is what I'm seeing here too with Uranus. So this could be people meeting up through social groups like Facebook, you know, things like that. There's also very egotistical energy around this time, okay? And just this impulsive desire and need to explore is what I'm seeing here. So around this time, there's some risks, wanting to take a risk. So collectively, there could be a very big risk taken during this time, and it's a very exciting energy. So I'm just seeing excitement here with Mars and Uranus, and just to expect the unexpected, very much so, during the 7th through 9th. Okay. This is a bold energy, people willing to be bold, to take the risks that they want to take and explore that, actually have a desire to be bold and to take those risks. And I think because of that, I'm seeing social benefits. So I'm seeing collectively benefiting from the unexpected, from those bold risks that are being taken. Okay, this is also a rebellion from authority with Mars and Uranus here, right? And it's a trine, so it's working for you. It's making you question, right? And wanting to explore for yourself. All right. So the advice for this energy towards the end of the week is remember that there's consequences for any risks that you take. Okay. So remember to weigh the consequences and don't be too impulsive, because Mars really brings in a very impulsive energy. So remember, before you act, even though it's a very reactionary energy, try to weigh your consequences. Okay. Try not to be too impulsive during this time. All right. So let's go ahead and get some cards. For the end of the week, and we're going to go to the 9th, okay, for the end of the week. Okay, we have full moon, okay? So with this full moon energy, again, this is like emotions being at its peak. So I feel like there's an emotional peak, and those emotions are excitement, is courage and risk, and the rebellious energy. That's what this is at the end of the week. So there's going to be a rebelling, okay? And I do feel like this rebelling, in a sense, has to do with disruptions that people are having in their life, or in their relationships because of the sheltering, the restriction that was supposed to be for their own good, right? But it's kind of working against them at this point. And I'm just reading the astrology, okay, and the cards that are coming out along with it. So really peak energy, peak excitement, all right, with the full moon energy. And again, just try not to be too impulsive. Let's get another card here. A tarot card to go along with it. Okay, yeah, look at that. We got the devil, all right? So, yeah, the devil likes to be very impulsive. And also, watch out for deception around this time, okay? Tricks, deceptions, setups, that type of energy, okay? So, that's very important. And I think that listening and stopping and weighing your consequences and not being too impulsive is going to help to combat against this, okay? So let's get a card for how to navigate this energy. And also, I just feel like with this awakening card, and especially with ascendant and moon, it's very important right now to be aware of your surroundings, especially if you are in a big group, because this is an energy to where very unexpected things could happen, okay? Especially at the end of the week, all right? So Spirit, show us how to navigate this energy. Also, yeah, like risk-taking energy with the devil. All right, so while it might feel natural to take those risks and be bold towards the end of the week, remember to stop and think, okay? Finances, all right, so with this energy here, again, I'm picking up a lot of financial energy, so I feel like there's going to be a lot of disruptions in regards to finances. But with finances here, you know, you might want to take a risk with your money. You might want to invest a bunch of money into something and be bold and take a risk. And Spirit saying, you know, think twice about that type of energy, especially when it comes to your finances. So do not put your money and invest in anything, you know, that feels like a risk right now. All right. Okay, so that is the energy that I have right now. I feel like we should get one more card here from Spirit, okay? So let's see what we got. We got the Elephant, learn from the past. So this is an energy really of learning from the past, not focusing on the past, but learning from it and moving forward, focusing on the present, okay, and moving forward. So not repeating the same mistakes. Right now, you might have a lot of urges come up to where you want to repeat past mistakes. And again, don't be too impulsive, okay? All right, so I also think that right now, and because of this card coming out and all the other cards, I feel like right now we're going to be learning a lot of things that has happened in the past that maybe we weren't aware of, that maybe we were collectively being sheltered from, especially in regards to finances, okay? So again, heavy energy, and we have the tools to navigate this, okay? Most certainly. So follow your intuition. Remember, focus on the present and weigh your consequences. Don't be too impulsive. Learn from the past and you're going to be okay. And yeah, that's the reading that I have for you guys. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like the video, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.